Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a great weekend, a wonderful Sabbath, and I look forward to a new week. If you're in Middle Tennessee, we seem to have passed through the fall, and we are have cooler weather. If you're from our friends up north, we have no idea what we're talking about, but it's cool for us. So anyway, I hope you have a great week. My name is Mike Courtney, and every Monday I do a brief video chat that I call Monday Matters. Just deal with a topic that hopefully helps you live a happier, healthier, and sometimes holier life. And today, the topic is thankfulness. Yesterday, our pastor preached a great message on the stewardship of gratitude. I try to kind of follow along with what he's doing as best I can. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But Pastor Bryce preached a great message on stewardship. And we are just 10 days, I guess, away from Thanksgiving. So this is a good time to be thinking about thankfulness. I want to, at the end of this, share 2 or 3 ideas of things that you can do with your family on Thanksgiving to kind of help promote thankfulness. And so I didn't want to wait till the very last week. I want to give you a little bit of time to kind of think through that, maybe plan and prepare, and so all of that. So I'm calling this little Monday Matters thing the Art of Thankfulness. A Harvard health study recently suggested that the attitude of gratitude, a feeling of thankfulness, is beneficial in our mental health, our emotional health, our relational health. They listed these 5 things at least that are byproducts, after research, byproducts of a grateful heart. We feel more positive emotions than negative emotions. It's hard to be down. It's hard to stay blue. It's hard to deal with depression when we are grateful, when we are thankful. So we feel more positive emotions than negative emotions. We relish good experiences. We're able to enjoy the good things. Bad things still happen when you're thankful, but we're able to enjoy the good things more, to relish them more, to enjoy those things more. We deal with adversity better. We're able to be more optimistic, to be more, have more stamina, to endure more when we go through the negative things. So the Harvard Health periodical said that we endure adversity better. We build stronger relationships. That kind of makes sense. Nobody wants to hang out with a ungrateful person all the time. And so being grateful helps us to build stronger relationships. And finally, we actually are physically more healthy. We go to the doctor less. We have aches and pains less. Excuse me. We're just physically more healthy when we are thankful. I jotted down this. I think thankfulness is more caught than taught. We certainly need to teach children to be thankful, but I think it's more caught. It's more absorbed. Is more an environment than a habit. I think it's an environment. We can develop a thankful environment. Our house is just thankful when you come in. When people come in branches, they will often say, "It just feels peaceful here. There's a peace about this." There's that kind of environment. I think we can have an environment in our home that is thankful. And when people walk through the door, they feel the gratitude. They feel more a positive energy. They feel thankful. And finally, the reason I called it the art, I think it's more of an art than a science. We can do these 6 things and say you have to do these 6 things to be thankful. Excuse me. But it's really more of an art. It's more of kind of an acquired, making the choice. I'll talk about that in just a moment. And just the art of living a thankful life. So I wrote down 5 things that I think, I would call them thankful habits. These are things that if we put these in place in our lives, we habitually become more grateful. We habitually become more of a thankful person. These 5 things. Number 1, choose to be thankful. Just choose, just decide. Just make up your mind and say, I choose to be thankful more than not. I choose to be grateful more than not. Number 2, make a list. Make a list often of all the things. Doris and I, from time to time, we don't always do it, but we have on our table what we call a blessing jar. And the blessing jar is just a little jar that we'll drop things that we're thankful for in every once in a while. And then we'll pull it out after a month or two and go through those and kind of count our blessings. We call it a blessing jar. Make a list. Number 3, remember to ask for one thing. You know the habit that Doris and I started years ago, every morning praying, God, show us one thing today to let us know that you love us and you're at work in our lives. And when that one thing happens, I always say it can be a check in the mail that we didn't expect, or it can be a parking place right up front in Walmart. But when that one thing happens, we verbally say we are thankful for that. So ask for one thing. Number 4, affirm one another. Affirm people. Just make it a point to affirm people, to tell them that you appreciate them, that you're proud of them, that they're doing a good job. From the drive-through window girl at Wendy's to your boss. Just make it a point to affirm people. Number 5, tell stories. Tell stories a lot. Tell stories of how God has blessed and what he did. When you're sitting around the table with your kids, hey, do you remember that Christmas when we didn't know where things were coming from and then all of a sudden God blessed us? Tell the stories of all that you had to be thankful for. So those 5 things, I'll say them again quickly so you can jot them down if you want to. I probably should post them somewhere too. I'll try to be thankful and remember to do that. Choose to be thankful, make a list, ask for one thing, affirm one another, and then tell stories. Those are thankful habits. Now I want to give you 3 or 4 thankful hints. Some things that you can do this Thanksgiving around your Thanksgiving table with your family to begin to develop this attitude of gratitude, this environment of thankfulness. Here, and most of these we do in our home, these 5 things. Number 1, put assignments around the table. Our kids, our grandkids love this. Probably not our kids, but our grandkids love this. I'll take a little piece of paper and I'll write an assignment for everybody. Josh, I want you to read John 14. Likes to read. John Mike, I want you to read this Thanksgiving devotion that we've picked out. Jackson, name 3 things that you're thankful for. Caleb, this year we'll have Caleb involved. Caleb, I want you to pray a prayer and tell Jesus why you're thankful. And then do that with the adult children as well. We put an assignment around the table, and before we eat, we each go through that. And they love doing that. Number 3, just say one thing that you're thankful for, particularly about each other. Let's go around the table. Everything you're thankful for about Josh. One thing you're thankful for about Mimi. One thing you're thankful for about Amos. Let's go around the table. Say one thing that you're thankful for. Number 4, as a family, write thank you notes. Get a cheap box of thank you notes, and before dinner or after dinner, write thank you notes to those people to whoever the grandkids come with. Who you want to send a thank you note to? Write thank you notes together. Number 4, pick out a family that you're gonna. Our church does this almost every year. This year we're doing this. We're providing Christmas for families. You can go and pick out a family. We'll take that family at Thanksgiving. We'll open that up at the table. We'll talk about it. We'll get excited about it. We usually don't go out on Black Friday, but sometime soon after Thanksgiving, we'll all go shopping together. Pick out a family that you can bless. And then here's number 5, pray. Pray. Pray together. Pray often. Pray about how thankful you are. 1 Chronicles 16:30, oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His steadfast love endures forever. I know it's Thanksgiving coming up, but I encourage you to be more than just thankful on Thanksgiving, but to develop an attitude of gratitude, an environment of thankfulness in your home. You'll be healthier, you'll have better relationships, you'll enjoy life more, and lots of other good things. Well, speaking of thankful, I'm thankful this has ended, and thank you for being a part of this today. I post something every day on Facebook and Instagram regarding this. I try to write a blog on the weekends. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. But thank you for being a part of Monday Matters. I think I'm supposed to say this. If you like this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have no idea what that means, but thanks anyway. God bless you. Have a great, great day.